Welcome Virgo to Golden Sun Tarot. My name is Sonica and I'll be offering you your August 2014 Tarot forecast from Spirit. And happy birthday to all you early Virgos. It's your solar return in August. You guys should Google that to find out what your solar return is. Okay, so let's see what August has in store for you guys. We have the first week of August. We have the second week of August. We have the third week of August, and we have the fourth week of August, okay? And as I was shuffling the cards, a few cards popped out at me, and I just want to pull them out for you guys because when cards pop out like that as I'm shuffling, I believe that Spirit wants me to include them in the reading because there's a message there for you guys, okay? So I had two cards pop out. I had one more pop out, yeah. All major arcana cards, interestingly, for you guys, okay? So let's get started with your August 2014 reading, Virgo. In the first week of August, we have a major arcana card, and we have the 18th card of the major arcana. It's the moon reversed, okay? And the moon reversed tells me that I think you're letting your imagination sort of run wild in the first week, but not in a good way. Um, you're not able to sort of control your emotional, intuitive side, and maybe your intuition is a little off balance. You're not seeing things for what they really are, and it's a little see, in the upright, when the moon is in the upright, it also would indicate to me that the person who gets the moon in the upright is not seeing something as clearly as they should. But when the moon is also in reverse, it indicates to me that's the same thing is happening there, but it's just more of a struggle to kind of get out of that state. I think the fears and the imagination, the fears are a lot greater than they are when the moon comes in the upright in the reading, okay? Um, when the moon comes up in the upright. And you're not, your inner fears and your inner beasts are kind of overwhelming you. So your intuition and your emotional side does not have control, the proper control over these inner beasts and the sort of raging emotions that are around you. And your subconscious is trying to get to you and trying to tell you what you should do to kind of get out of the state, but you're struggling with it. You're not listening to your subconscious and the proper intuition. So don't, in the first week, be realistic, be down to earth, be more cerebral, tame any inner fears or inner worries, because you're not seeing things as they really are, okay? So something is going to be present in your life, I feel, in the first week that's going to make you have these inner fears and inner worries that are somewhat going to run wild. And um, I mean, I don't want you to go through mental torture, because of them in any way. Um, so just be aware of that energy every time you have these inner fears rising up, these inner beasts. Control them, be aware of it, and control it, okay? Now, in the second week, we have a brighter image. We have the Queen of Cups, okay? So sometime in the second week of August, it could be that a woman will come into your life, or she might already be present in your life, but she is a theme in the week. She is a strong theme for the week. She is a woman, it could also be a man, um, who's very emotional and has a very good intuition. She might be, or he might be, a Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces, or someone with those watery, emotional, intuitive qualities. And they figure strongly in your life. And I think they come with love, and I think they come with peace and friendship and calmness, and also beautiful words. And this person has a very strong intuition, and this person has she has a lot of, or he has a lot of inner knowings, and those inner knowings are guides for them throughout life. So the queen you see here is very much concentrated on her cup. Her cup holds her secrets, her intuition, her inner powers, her inner knowings, knowings that very few people ever get to know about truly. um, so this person is good for you in the second week. They figure strongly in your life. It could also be that, Virgo, you become the Queen of Cups. Even if you're a man, you become somehow the Queen of Cups, or you have this strong intuition in you in that week. You exhibit the qualities of the Queen of Cups. Um, you are you have beautiful. You're kind of speaking words of friendship and love, and and being calm that week. Your emotions are in balance because her emotions are in balance, and you have a high intuition that week. Okay, so your emotional life is very positive in the second week, and I think it's in stark contrast to what happens in the first week. And I've gotten that for a few of the sun signs, where the first week contrasts with what's going on in the second week. So I think it's the same situation here for you, Virgo. I think in the second week, you're able to maybe calm these fears and these inner worries, and you're able to gain emotional balance and intuitive balance. Okay? In the third week, we see you juggling. Okay? So in the third week, you have the Two of Pentacles upright. And the Two of Pentacles indicates to me that you're juggling two different maybe projects in the material realm and the physical realm. You're also juggling two different choices, obligations, and you're doing it well. And it's you're able to juggle it. I think you're able to, either if it's just concerning your finances, you're able to juggle that. If it's work and outside endeavors, you're able to juggle that. Work and your social life, work and your love life, you're able to juggle it. I feel also that in the third week, you're also going to be thinking about, you're going to have some sort of a mindset of wanting to make a choice, or you're going to weigh things up. You're going to be weighing things up in the material and physical world. It might have to do with your investments. It could be whether you want to, it could be like a choice between work and love, or work and family life, or work and outside extracurricular endeavors. But you're able to juggle this successfully. And I think you're also going to be making a very balanced choice if need be. And it's stable, it's on firm footing. You're on firm footing as you are juggling, okay? So there's no need to worry in the third week if a lot of things are happening around you, or two major projects are going on around you, two major choices need to be made. You'll be able to successfully weigh your options. It's on firm footing, okay? And in the fourth week of August, we have the Five of Cups reversed, okay? So again, this deals with your emotional life. I think, and the Five of Cups reversed indicates to me that um, maybe in the fourth week you're able to avoid disappointment in either your emotional life or your love life. You're able to somehow avoid that. And maybe you're coming out of that. You're coming out of this period of being disappointed with your love life, or just things that have happened in your emotional life. It could also be in regards to friendships, and maybe dealing with even family members who are supposed to fulfill you emotionally, but they haven't. And now you're kind of coming out of that period. It could also be that maybe in the fourth week of August, something happens that doesn't make you feel uh, maybe you're not able to see the hope in a love life or love situation or friendship or social situation, an emotional situation. Because, and I say that because when the card is in the upright, you'll see this person facing the cups that have spilled over. But you'll see these two cups here, and there's hope in a situation. There's hope here. But when the card is in reverse, it also tells me that maybe for some of you Virgos, you may not be feeling hopeful in a situation. So these three cups spilt over, and you don't have these two cups in the reverse position to give you that hope. And sometimes I feel like maybe for you Virgo, this is all sort of just in your head, and you're sort of maybe creating your own disappointment. And I feel like in life, actually, it's always mind over matter, and oftentimes we create our own sense of disappointment, or our own illusions of disappointment and depression and just feeling sad. So in the fourth week, Virgo, just be aware of that energy and lift yourself up. Could also be, like I said, for some of you Virgos, if you've had disappointment somehow in August in relation to a love situation or a friendship or an emotional situation, basically something to do with the heart, something to do with your heart. Um, just keep in mind that you may be getting out of that disappointment now. It might be the time for you to come out of it, or it might also be that you're not seeing that cup of hope, and maybe those cups of hope aren't there for you, but it's all mental. You can have those hopeful cups if you force yourself to be hopeful, for that time period. So remain hopeful, Virgo, and if it is that you're coming out of a period of disappointment, um, in regards to your emotional life, then it's very good. In the fourth week, I think you'll be able to kind of move forward, and brighter times are ahead. I think moving into September in your emotional life, and you're able to see the cups. You're moving out of that disappointment and that struggle and that sadness, and the water will keep flowing, I think, for you. Your emotional life will keep flowing. So just be aware of that in the fourth week, okay? Now, when I was shuffling, I came across three major arcana cards. They all popped out at me, Virgo. Wow, you have three major arcana cards this month, okay? So I will start with the High Priestess. Okay, so you have the High Priestess. So I feel that this could be going on throughout the month, and maybe these three major arcana cards that popped up, these are kind of energies that intermingle with each other throughout the month. And I just want to mention that though I do these monthly readings week by week, just know that these energies could intertwine with each other throughout the weeks, okay, in the month. So it might be that sometime during the month, the energies of these three major arcana cards here, these three major arcana cards, they intermingle with each other, okay? So maybe for some time, or some periods of August, you feel like the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is the second card of the major arcana, and I get the sense that maybe you're listening to your intuition, and you're remaining balanced, and you're not taking action at some point. You're trying to listen to what your intuition tells you. You're remaining centered and balanced. And this could be in regards to a love situation. Maybe you're trying to feel someone out, feel something out, and maybe you're maybe a bit hesitant to even take action. Could be that. It could be that maybe with so many fears that and inner worries that go on in the first week, that forces you, or you're smart enough to kind of remain centered and balanced in the first week. You're listening to your intuition, or yeah, I think and you're able to gain control of your emotions, I think, by gaining as much balance and centeredness as you can in August. So I think that's good for you. Could also be for Virgos who are a lot more spiritually inclined. You might be going into your spirituality more. You might be undertaking religious studies, or spiritual studies a lot more in August. And maybe there's a period of rest that allows you to do that. Okay? Um, but I don't think that period of rest will last very long, quite honestly, because I see in the third week you're juggling different commitments, two different or three different or several different commitments. So I think there is still some action going on for you. Um, okay, and next we have the World. Actually, I'll go with the Judgment card because I'm being told to go with the Judgment card next. So a Judgment card is the 20th card of the Major Arcana. And Judgment, I feel sometime in August, maybe you get a call, you get a wake-up call, or there's a sense of birth. There's a sense of you seeing that there's a new world opening up for you. There's a new cycle of sort of maybe a mini cycle of your life, or mini cycle to the year starting for you. And it could even be for some of you Virgos, it's your solar return, and so it's a new year starting for you, a new birthday year starting for you, and you're starting fresh in some way. Um, and I think something might happen in August where you feel this energy to, yes, you have to move forward on something and you have to start something anew. It's a new rebirth for you, whether it's something in you mentally or spiritually that's going to be rebirthed, whether it's something in your work life that's going to just change for you and open up things for you, a new cycle, or whether it's something in your emotional life that will kind of provoke you and kind of move you toward a new life or a new cycle. And I think it's good for you. I think it's I get the sense like it's like a refresh in your life. So you're being refreshed. And I think it's good for you. I think it's going to bring a lot of things to you that are new, new circumstances that you'll have to be faced with, and you know, we'll see as the months go along how you kind of tackle those, how you handle those. Okay, and we have another kind of new birth, new cycle card for you. We have the World. So maybe in August, you get the sense of um, and actually, very interestingly, the World follows Judgment. So the World is the 21st card of the Major Arcana, and so once some sort of judgment and final decision is made, and from that final decision you make, Virgo, or a final decision that is made upon you, Virgo, you start to move forward into a new cycle, a new birth, and you ultimately feel like the center of your world. So new things are coming for you, new goals are coming. You're able to tie together in your world. There's a sense of completion here, and a new cycle is beginning. And there's a sense of tying the left and the right side. So you're tying both sort of two aspects of something in your life together, and you're kind of moving forward now. And you're going to create something new from this. Could also be that for some of you, you are seeing the world, you might be traveling a bit, and it creates a sense of excitement and possibilities and positive energy in you and vitality, and almost like you gain so many things from this travel, so many ideas, so much inspiration from it, that it forces you to kind of move toward a new cycle and a new birth for yourself. Okay, so you're kind of being reborn in August, Virgo. So there's a lot of kind of major arcana stuff happening for you. It's deep stuff happening for you. And this new, if it's a job promotion, or if it's something related to money and work, the World indicates to me that it'll come, a positive change will come in those fields as well. Um, and I think it's good for you. It feels very good. So I feel like somehow, I feel with you, Virgo, in August, there's a bit of this sort of, there's movement, forward movement in August, as indicated by the Judgment and the World, and maybe even the Cups in reverse. But at the same time, there's a sense of you also kind of being very cautious about this new movement forward. And maybe that is kind of a bit, that's kind of holding you back a little bit as you start to move forward. But ultimately, the message here from Spirit is that you must move forward, and you must tame any inner worries and inner fears. You must successfully balance commitments so you can integrate all this forward movement, and you must, as best as you can, try to move out of any disappointment in your love life or your friendship life or your social life. And only then, I think in September, will you really move forward, I think, and be integrated into this new world that's opening up for you. So I see a little bit of back, kind of 2 steps forward, 1 step backward, 2 steps forward, 1 step backward, kind of energy here for you in August. But I think overall, Virgo, if you heed the message of spirit, you will move forward in the best way possible, to bigger and better things for yourself. Okay? Because you have, and I say bigger and better things because you have 3 major arcana cards here. That's pretty big. And you have another major arcana card here in the first week. So that's pretty big stuff happening for you, Virgo. Okay? Let's see now. I will give you the last card. And so I'm going to give you the theme for August 2014, Virgo. So what is Virgo's August 2014 theme for the month? Oh, okay, interesting. So you have the Five of Wands, okay? So it's very interesting, and I think that the Five of Wands, it makes me understand why maybe you have this sort of 1 step backward, 2 steps forward energy, though things are ultimately moving forward for you. I think in August, you're going to be trying to integrate into some sort of a team. You're going to try to make things work with others. There's going to be this energy though of like little conflicts, little petty disagreements, little arguments. It's going to be a bit of struggle in this energy, and I think the energy of the wands, because you see all these wands are kind of, they're kind of up against each other. You know, that's the energy. Wands indicate energy to me. And you're going to be, I think, in a bit of a struggle with other people, but it's minor. I think it comes in August. It comes to you along the way at different periods, and it's just something you have to be aware of, and not, let your imagination and fears run wild when these little conflicts come up. You're just going to be trying to integrate into some sort of into some sort of a team. You're going to try to make things work with others in some way, and these people that you're trying to work with, it might be several people, it might just be one person, it might be 2 people, it might be people but in different aspects of your life. Could be co-workers, it could be family members, could be a husband or wife or girlfriend or boyfriend or just friends. And you're trying to, you're coming from different viewpoints. I feel like everyone sort of has their own interests and agendas, and everyone's trying to make it work with others. Okay. um, so I do feel like there's a lot of action here for you, but I think ultimately, if you use your spiritual awareness and your mental clarity to move forward in the month in the best possible way for yourself, you will feel a rebirth. You will make a judgment, a big decision that will put you in a new world ultimately, and it will be very good for you. And it's promise. There's promise here, just like with everything that starts. There's risk of failure, and there's the risk of promise, and very, very good potential. So um, move toward that. Continue moving forward and overcome these little petty disagreements, and a little arguments. Um, that's sort of the energy there. That energy is present, I think, throughout the month for you. Just overcome that, with mental clarity and spiritual awareness and self-awareness. Self-awareness is key. Okay. Okay, Virgo, so that was your reading for August 2014. Those are your messages from Spirit. Please be sure to check out your readings for your rising sign and your moon sign, because they will give you a greater awareness and insight into what else is going on for you in August 2014 in other aspects of your life. Okay, and I hope to see you the next time. Have a wonderful birthday month, Virgos.